Whatever situation you are in, whatever happens in your life, whatever happens, happens. The worst thing I believe that I can do, or the worst thing that you can do, is to endlessly complain about it. Because if you choose to complain about something, the only person who will feel a disadvantage of it is you. Because no matter how much you complain, no matter how much you scream, or no matter how angry you are, it simply won't make a change. So the most useless thing you can do is to endlessly complain about something, be angry about something, be angry about other people. In many cases, people are angry at someone who doesn't even know them. Let's say, for example, politics. You are angry at someone who doesn't even know you, or wherever it might be it in a sport you follow on television or football, whatever it is. These people don't even know about you. So it is absolutely an absolute waste of time to complain about these things. And yes, it is natural to be upset about things. I'm absolutely not somebody that's never angry or upset about something. I'm very angry and very upset about many things. So I'm not different because it's simply something that's natural. We all feel excited, or we all feel some kind of anger towards something that doesn't go our way. So that's very natural. But again, the more you complain about it, doesn't going to make a change. So in my opinion, it is okay to be upset about something. You will also be upset about something. I cannot change myself to not be upset about something, but what I can do is choose to move on as quickly as possible, and to ask myself in what way my complaint or my angriness, don't know if that's an English word, but I'm going to use it anyway, is going to make a change. And if the answer is no, then for me it's very simple to just move on as quickly as possible. Because complaining is literally just a waste of my time and a waste of energy. And the more angry I get, the more I complain, the more I waste my time, because again, it doesn't going to make a change. And the more energy I'm going to spend on something that doesn't do anything for me. So I can way better spend that energy on something beneficial for myself. Because as we all know, we only have so much energy in a day. And if you use all your energy to be angry about something that doesn't do anything for you, that's absolutely a waste, at least in my opinion. And the more angry you get, the more you're only going to get in your own head. So if you are super angry at something, you're very upset that something happened, and it is in your own head, you're thinking about it all day, that also means that you don't have room to think about other things. Things that are much more important to you, or things that are going to get you or going to propel you forward, or whatever it is. You just don't have the mental space to take everything into consideration. So if you give space to something that doesn't do anything for you, again, it is an absolute waste, and it's not going to do anything. And you are the only person that feels this disadvantage, because other people just don't feel the same way about it as you do when you are angry at these things. And also, it could cost your sleep, your health, your mental health. It could affect other people around you in a way where you are not being nice to other people, for example, or not as helpful to other people as you could be. So it only has a lot of disadvantages. There's nothing good about it. And yes, sometimes things pile up and you just need a little bit of let's say, escape, which is totally fine. But the more I believe, the more aware I am, the more aware I am of these things. It just helps me to take a look at these things from a different perspective, and try to analyze, or just simply ask myself, is it necessary for me? Can I do something about it? And that is the only way to go. In my opinion, the only way to go is to think of solutions. So there is something happens, whatever it is, in the world, in your own life, close to you, far away from you. Is there anything that you can do about it? Is there anything where you can put your energy into it that is going to make a change about something? And In some situations, there might be something that you can try. Maybe, again, back to the example of politics, it is something that's very difficult to make a change. But if you are really that upset and really that angry, then the only way to go is to go into politics and to try and make a change there, because nothing else is going to do anything for you. So if you are that upset, remember, or that is at least what I try to remember for myself, that when I'm upset, I always ask myself if there is anything that I can do. And if there is anything that I can do, then I give myself only two options. A, being trying to do that certain thing that I have in mind, or B, just try to move on and forget about it, because I don't have any control over it. I cannot do anything about it. So the only other way for me is to just let it go, and that's easier said than done. But the way I always do it is to just look at it from a different perspective and try to be aware of the fact that I only have control to a certain degree over the things that actually happen in my life. I don't have control over things that happen miles away from this, and that doesn't mean that it's not good to understand and to know what is happening, but it doesn't matter to me in what degree I can make a change. That doesn't matter to me, because simply most of the time there is not much that I can do. So there's no reason for me to be that upset about it. The only way, or the only thing that I believe is very good to do, is to understand it and try to see if that means that there are going to be different changes in your own life. Is it going to affect me? Do I need to do something in a different way? That is the only way, at least, that I try to look at certain things. And again, if there is anything that I can do, if there is anything that I can change, or at least can try to change, then I have the agreement with myself that I either do it, I try to make a change, or I just quit and move on and look back at my own life and in my own circle and the things that I do have control over to a certain degree. And that is at least how I look at it. That's how I try to live my life. Share yours in the comments. Let us know about your opinion. Let us know about your perspectives. And for now, thank you very much for listening.